Hey, what's up everybody, and it's been a very long time since I did this, but welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. We're 3 days away till the pay-per-view Hardcore Justice. The Bound for Glory series is running and going, and we're gonna still try and figure out who the Aces and Eights guys are in TNA. Pretty much start off the show with Bully Ray, well, his Twitter, trending on Twitter machine. Well, it's better than what WWE does when they push Twitter too much. At least TNA someone makes it look funny, and Bully Ray's got a funny saying Twitter, and people who like kind of pulled signs that say Twitter machine. But he talked about the Aces and Eights because he had a match with James Storm tonight, and called Storm out. And Storm saying I ain't got nothing to do with the Aces and Eights, pretty much calling him out, saying you crossed that line, you're looking for a fight and everything. So after what Aces and Eights has done and jumped people, they've pretty much done a lot to them. RVD went against Magnus. RVD won, 7 points for him. 5-star frog splash as he tries to move up on the leaderboard and everything. Other stuff that happened on the show, I like to say, will be the very horrible storyline between... I'm going to move on to that in a few seconds, but I'm going to try to go with the show right here. Tag team titles on the line. Devon and Garrett Bischoff versus Christopher Daniels and Kaz for the titles, or they call themselves the World Tag Team Champions of the World. And now, I don't know why I want to say this is some kind of imitation of the New Age Outlaws, with Daniels trying to, I don't know if it's like Billy or a Road Dogg that's trying to hump something that looks very weird, especially with Taz commentating on it. But pretty much they still retain the titles, hit Devon with the belt while the ref wasn't looking, and retain the tag team champions, or the champions of the world. I don't know, it's very strange. I still think, for some reason, I want to look at this as a New Age Outlaw imitation, but I'm not going to step into that, because I don't think TNA's that idiotic. And pretty much the Aces and Eights bring out messages tonight, saying they will get their next victim. They don't know when, but they will get them. Robbie E. pretty much talked about the table match, the Fatal 4-Way table match this Sunday at Hardcore Justice, calling out Jeff Hardy, saying, "Oh, I got 5 points, bro. You're last place, bro, with your retarded Jersey Shore gimmick." And Robbie E.T. in the background, pretty much Jeff Hardy coming out, knocking both of them down, but Jeff Hardy got powerbombed through a table then. So, I don't know, maybe Robbie will finally get some points since he's in last place next to the Pope that really needs some points. But, we'll see what happens right there with those guys. Other stuff that happened on the show, yes, a very good match tonight. AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle, with the very horrible Claire Lynch storyline that sucks. And I guess it was an awesome match with Kurt Angle and AJ Styles. I thought it was a real great match. Good on Impact last night. I thought it was one of the best matches out of the night. But Kurt Angle was able to pick up the win, hit the Angle Slam. And that Claire Lynch girl's just standing right there, and AJ just walking away from him because he's on jet lag and he really needs to get some points right now, because he's kind of a little bit low on the leaderboard. Kurt Angle's moving up there again. And pretty much Samoa Joe on commentary saying he's coming after them since he's at the top of the board with like Storm and them. I think he's nearly like first place for him. Yeah, for him. So he's really up there. Other stuff that happened. Anderson, he was on commentary and pretty much calling out James Storm. If those guys after him, they're gonna have a problem. Because Anderson, yeah, I remember he's in the Bound for Glory Series 2. Miss Tessmacher went against Gail Kim. Tessmacher won like this belly-to-belly like kind of face plant thing, and Madison Rain came out and pretty much kissed Earl Hebner. This is very weird, this Earl Hebner and Madison Rain thing. I guess he's the referee this Sunday for the Knockouts Championship, so we'll see what happens there. Joseph Parks, the young hip Chicago lawyer of Mrs. Brother, which is still lurking around Impact Zone Y, giving people legal advice, because I don't know if we just don't bring in the business. I'm tired of this Joseph Park thing now. Oh yeah, I can be a legal team now, he says. The contract signed with Austin Aries and Bobby Roode. Sting was out there saying that he'll come out the Aces Ace since they took out Hulk Hogan and everything. So, still looking for him. With the contract signing happening, the world title will be on the line this Sunday, and they're still going to be looking if Aces and Eights are going to show up. Because Austin Aries versus Bobby Roode is going to be a big match. I'll say that right there. Other stuff that happened on the show. I believe before I move into the main event. Pretty much I want to speak on Chavo Guerrero's run in TNA. I want you to ask me this question, people. Is Chavo really doing a good job to you with Hernandez standing right there? I don't know with Hernandez there, but I think it's someone going out well, I guess. Maybe Chavo will do good better than he did in WWE and probably become a world champion. I'm not sure, maybe a tag team champion right now. But we'll see what happens when it goes down. But for this Sunday at Hardcore Justice matches, Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez will go against Gunner and Kid Cash. Other matches we got the X Division Championship, Kenny King versus Zema Ion. That's gonna be big. Madison Rain versus Miss Tessmacher for the Knockouts Championship. And don't forget about the Fatal 4-Way Bound for Glory Series match. We got a Falls Count Anywhere, people. RVD, Mr. Anderson, The Pope, and Magnus. Fatal 4-Way Falls Count Anywhere. Also, we got a tables match. Jeff Hardy, James Storm, Robbie E, and Bully Ray. You may have to give it to Bully Ray because he is a master of the table. And moving on in a ladder match, we have AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, Christopher Daniels, and Samoa Joe. Another Fatal 4-Way ladder for the Bound for Glory. And I said it's supposed to be 20 points, so this is going to really up the ante, I believe. And for the World Heavyweight title, Bobby Roode versus Austin Aries for the World Heavyweight Championship. But Storm went against Bully Ray. It was a good match, a little bit short. Bully Ray is now doing RKOs, or the Bully Cutter, which is an RKO, and Storm, he's doing Code Breakers. But Bully Ray picked up the win, and the Aces and Eights came on the screen saying they'd come after Bully Ray, and I don't know. TNA the past coming weeks has been good, like some ways, and bad. Because these Aces and Eights guys just go around jumping anybody now. As for the Bound for Glory series, these Samoa Joe's being relevant again somehow. But for the pay-per-view this Sunday, I believe it's going to be good. Come on, we got Austin Aries as the World Heavyweight Championship, the World Heavyweight Champion. So it's been really going in good for TNA. But I'm going to end off the review right here. Comment, subscribe, tell me what you think. It says the HOOD is here with the reviews and the news, people. So just comment, subscribe, tell me what you think about Impact show tonight. Say what you like about it. I thought it was a real good show tonight. So check it out. I'll see you guys later. Peace.